Good afternoon, I am Monica Namaya, student 23207-205. Over the past 4 years of my teaching practices, I have learned and had a lot of mixed and wonderful and challenging experiences. I've had wonderful experiences because I was able to build relationships with learners and see their growths, especially in reading. Many learners were eager to read and participated, which made lessons enjoyable and rewarding. However, I also had negative experiences with challenges, mainly due to learners' behaviors and different home backgrounds. Because of this, I've had mixed feelings. I learned a lot, but also faced situations that required patience and adaptations. In terms of learner assessment, I observed informal assessment practices in grade 3 English lessons. The mentor teacher used questioning and observing as the main assessment method. She asked learners questions during reading and listening carefully to be aware of their answers. She also walked around the classroom and observed learners while they were completing their work. These assessment practices were used to check understanding cautiously. For example, during a reading activity, the teacher would stop and ask learners questions to see if they understood the story. This helped learners to stay focused and think about what they are reading. These practices had a positive impact because learners were actively involved and received immediate feedback. It also helped the teacher identify learners who were struggling and supported them quickly. I believe these assessment practices were effective because they were simple and ongoing. However, I would also include more peer assessments or small group discussions to allow learners to learn from each other. In my future teaching, I will use informal assessments regularly through questioning, observation, and interaction, as it helped improve both teaching and learning. When it comes to learner behavior, I experienced two main challenges during my teaching practice. The first was learners seeking attention through misbehavior. Many learners come from households where both parents work, which means sometimes they receive little academic support or emotional attention at home. Because of this, they often crave attention and seek it out in the classroom, sometimes by disrupting lessons. The second challenge was a lack of focus and discipline in the classroom. Some learners struggle to stay engaged, especially during longer lessons. More interactive and engagement. I also gave positive attention to learners who behaved well and tried to build a caring and supportive classroom environment. For example, I praised learners for good behavior and participation, which encouraged other learners to follow. In terms of professional learning, one of my most valuable experiences was learning how to manage a classroom efficiently. I realized that building relationship with learners is just as important as teaching content. Another important experience was learning how to adapt lessons to suit different learners, especially when learners have different needs and backgrounds. In conclusion, my teaching practice has helped me to grow both professionally and personally. I've learned how to support learners academically, but also emotionally, and I am now more prepared to create a positive and effective learning environment.